One bag, infinite possibilities. Kate stated.
Shell V-Power Nitro Plus Premium Gasoline. More performance with every drive.
What sort of punishment do you think would be a kind punishment to give these kids?
I wouldn't give these kids a punishment at all because I wouldn't let the children rock. I don't let children affect my emotions. What do you mean?
Do you think that it would be in like the ballpark of a reasonable response to tear them to shreds with bears?
No.
I'm going to turn now to 2 Kings 2:23,
Okay.
and we'll read about God doing that exact thing.
Okay. Is this what? It's Old Testament or New?
This is Old Testament, same God though. He went up there from Bethel, and while he was going up on the way, some small boys came out of the city and jeered at him, saying, "Go away, bald head, go away, bald head." When he turned around and saw them, he cursed them in the name of the Lord. Then 2 she-bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 of the boys. Do you think that this was like a kind of punishment to give them?
No, it doesn't really sound too nice. That's a kind punishment. Were they deceased after that?
Presumably. If they're not deceased, they're at least mauled.
Okay.
I know some translations translate it as tore them to shreds, so...
Okay, Mr. Heath. I like that, that's a great point. So you mentioned directly in the Old Testament the punishment that was given to children who did something very small, and the punishment was obviously oversized. That's your basis of the punishment was oversized. Okay.
Which doesn't seem very fitting for a God who's all just. You'd expect a just punishment.
And what would be that just punishment in your eyes?
I think that what you said is perfectly acceptable. Nothing. I don't think that that's the type of thing that requires a punishment. If the kid develops these unvirtuous dispositions to make fun of people, if they become the type of person that badmouths people, that makes fun of people for their appearance, then they'll meet with lots of struggle and lots of suffering in their life on their own. The suffering that they'll endure from developing these unvirtuous dispositions is enough of a punishment in and of itself. There's no need for some sort of external punishment.
I can agree with you on that. That one I can agree, but that would not completely decimate the argument of God. Because you and I both understand that God is a lot deeper than that. It's not just a simple, okay, he did this, therefore he doesn't exist. Isn't that to you?
I mean, we can go through like numerous examples of this exact thing, though. I think like how many of these would you need in order to start being convinced that like maybe God doesn't exist, or maybe he's not kind?
Okay, so I don't believe God is kind. I believe he is working for he is for the greater good. Okay? Just like there's likely been many times in your life where you felt like things were happening to you that were not of the greater good, and then you look back and you realize without those experiences happening to you, you wouldn't have turned into the man who you are today. You wouldn't have the brain you have right now. Right?
So there's going to be a problem with that because there's a verse in the Bible that explicitly says God is kind.
There's a verse in the Bible that says God is kind.
Yeah, in all of his ways.
Of course.
Psalms 145:17.
Yeah, but you're okay. Okay, he speaks in what? How does God speak in parables, right? God is kind.
Do you not think he's kind?
I understand God is absolutely kind, but not in the manner at which we humans believe what kind is.
I'll read the verse. the Lord is just in all his ways and kind in all of his doings. If mauling a bunch of boys with bears is kind, then I just don't know what kindness even is. To me, the word is just like a placeholder. It means like war. I don't know what the word means at that point. I don't know what the word means at that point.
You don't know what the word means at that point. You two understood. So to you, it's a contradiction.
Yeah, it's just like, if kindness has any meaning at all, if it's even in the ballpark of what I understand kindness to be, then this is an unkind action.
That's an unkind action. And because there is an unkind action, it disproves all of the other things of God.
Well, that raises a contradiction.
Okay. So what if, okay, so you understood. It raises a contradiction in your mind. Absolutely. I can't actually argue that, because I will agree. I personally also don't feel mauling people with bears is kind. But again, I understand God is not surface. It's not. It's a lot. And again, I know you understand because you mentioned you were a Christian. So it really boggles me as to how you can. Again, you take surface. You take surface as truth and clarity, when the reality of God is that it is everything besides surface. It is absolutely everything besides surface, and anyone who does think in a surface manner will never truly understand God. So, okay, Ian, objective morality exists, right? How do you explain where our morality originated from?
Yeah. Morality is a necessary means to a necessary end. Every single person holds as an end their own well living. Everyone strives to live well in every single action that they take. When you reflect on the structure of your life, the things that you're aiming at, every single person is aiming at living well as their end. And the necessary end for living well is going to be developing virtuous dispositions. The way that you live is determined by the characteristics that you have. That determines how and what you do, how you respond to various situations. And those are developed as dispositions. So morality is objective insofar as there is a certain set of objective good dispositions that you need to develop in order to achieve your goal of human flourishing, of human living well.
So where's the origin of the morality that you're saying all humans feel?
I'm not saying all humans feel it. I'm saying that there's objective right or wrong answers. Whether all humans feel it is a secondary question. Not all humans intuit that 2 plus 2 is 4. But when the dumb kid says 2 plus 2 is 5, I don't let that bother me as to my conclusions on 2 plus 2 is 4. So people might disagree with that, and I would just say that they're wrong.
But you can't disagree that objective morality doesn't exist. It does.
I agree.
Okay, so if you agree, then what is your answer to the source of objective morality that we all have learned?
Yeah, well, it's the...
You're saying your answer was we all must gradually, over time, gain this morality through our experiences, but I'm telling you that we all have originated with it from the beginning.
No, that's incompatible with history. Lots of places like, I don't know, the Mongols, the Crusaders, all sorts of people did horrible crimes, the Nazis. It doesn't seem like they shared your sense of morality at all. And I think that they were objectively wrong, but I wouldn't make the claim that they knew what they were doing is wrong. I would just make the claim that I don't think that they reflected enough on their actions. They didn't have a deep enough grasp of morality to understand that what they were doing was wrong.
Well, you also know that there's two sides to life. There's the godly side and there's the devil side. That side exists as well. So the answer to why does the other side exist is because the other side exists. The devil is real.
But they didn't think what they were doing was wrong.
Correct.
But that was written on their hearts.
Are you saying, what is his name? The Genghis Khan. You're saying he did not believe what he was doing was wrong? You said, okay. So that, oh, yeah, okay, so, okay, wow. Okay, so you're your whole basis on objective morality is that because there were evil people throughout history, that we were actually not all formed with objective morality.
I think that objective morality is a thing that exists. I don't think that everybody is going to intuit it. I think that some people's moral intuitions are underdeveloped, and they don't realize that something is objectively wrong or objectively right because they haven't spent enough time reflecting on it. So that's why some people are going to intuit it and some people aren't. The fact is, morality is not a thing that you're born with. It's a thing that needs to be developed through careful reflection. Virtue is a thing that needs to be developed like a skill through deliberate action, through learning about the right thing to do, why doing one thing is the right thing to do in one circumstance, so you can understand the principle, the structure that underlies it, that underlies doing the right thing, so that you can take these principles and apply it to different situations. Moral thinking, moral intuition is something that needs to be developed carefully.
Okay, so so are you telling me that when you were the ages of 5 to 18, you didn't understand that murder and abuse was objectively wrong? Are you saying that you did?
Well, I didn't understand why, when I was like 3, I didn't understand why I couldn't just go and play with my brother's toys. You know, he has toys, I want them. Why can't I go and play with them? I didn't understand that at that time.
Well, why would you not be able to? You playing with your brother's toys isn't an objectively wrong thing. What are you saying?
But like taking them without his permission probably would be.
That's not a, again, we're talking about objective moral truths that lie in every human. Toys was not always here. Murder and abuse and betrayal was always here. And we all understand that those are incorrect. You brought in a worldly thing. They're talking about toys. That doesn't even pertain to objective morality.
That is, you agree that like stealing your brother's toys is probably wrong, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so it does pertain to objective morality.
Okay. Murder, abuse, and betrayal. True, wrong, right? When did you begin to understand those were incorrect? That you should not do that?
I didn't really have a good concept of things like murder or betrayal, or I probably had a concept of betrayal. I didn't really have a concept of like murder and abuse at the age of like 4. That would have been something that came later, and probably only reflecting on it. I'm not sure. I know. I go back to when I was like 5 or 6. To maybe around those ages when I started reflecting on it, thinking about, maybe death is bad, makes people sad.
And did you need anyone to tell you that, or did that automatically flow into your brain?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Ian, I didn't need it. What do you mean you don't remember?
I don't remember the first time I learned about murder. I have no idea.
Okay, well,
I remember playing like soldiers with my friends. I'd run around, make like the machine gun sounds. I don't know. It seems like me and my friends made light of it. Although I don't know how that translates to my overall evaluation of the act.
Okay, so objective morality, the reason I brought this up is because we all inherently, as humans, can all see murder and understand that's wrong. And why do we understand that's wrong?
Well, I think that you can reflect on the nature of morality, the nature of your ultimate end, and then come to the conclusion that murder is wrong. Because in order to live a good life, you need to have self-respect. But in order to have self-respect, that requires self-knowledge. And in order to have an unbiased understanding of yourself, you need to develop fair and just dispositions. Because you wouldn't want to be murdered. In order to maintain a fair disposition, you need to think that in most cases, almost every case, murder is going to be wrong, just based on principles of fairness.
And where did these principles of fairness originate from?
They're a necessary precondition for living a good life, because they're a necessary precondition for self-knowledge.
So the necessary precondition, which originated from
These are just logically necessitated by the nature of knowledge.
You've been swallowing their story for years.
Enough.
You recharge by energy. The fatigue fighting formula that saves you from quick fixes. Energy, we can save ourselves.
Whatever you do, do it for less. At heart.
Someone said that objective morals is the preconceived. Damn, I told myself not to forget what he said and I forgot it.
It happens to the best of us. If it comes back to you, just let me know. In the meantime, we can definitely chat about objective morals or anything else on your mind.
It's a
Maintain a fair disposition. You need to think that in most cases, almost every case, murder is going to be wrong, just based on principles of fairness.
and where do these principles of fairness originate from?
They're a necessary precondition for living a good life because they're a necessary precondition for self-knowledge.
So the necessary
Fair and just dispositions, because you wouldn't want to be murdered. In order to maintain a fair disposition, you need to think that in most cases, almost every case, murder is going to be wrong, based on principles of fairness.
and where do these principles of fairness originate from?
They're a necessary precondition for living a good life, because they're a necessary precondition for self-knowledge.
So the necessary precondition, which originated from,
These are just logically necessitated by the nature of knowledge.
so you're saying it's a given.
I don't know what you mean by given.
So that is a snippet from a debate I'm watching. Can you break that down to me and do you agree or disagree? Why are you cutting in? What do most philosophers? Oh my! What do most philosophers think about objective morals? And also, what do most atheists philosophers think about that as well. From my understanding, I thought that most atheists didn't believe in objective morals, but I'm watching an atheist that does, and so I was just confused on that and wanted to know more. Are morals objective? Debate. What's the difference between morals and ethics? What I think it is morals is about more so the rules. No, morals is more so based on morals is right and wrong, and ethics is how we behave in that framework. I wish
Saying objective.
somebody would have told me, babe. This new patch got this man working on his plays. Laugh out loud.
People don't really run this kind of thing. How they get slow, they wait, so, boom. Scotty comes off right here, you shoot this, slow, bang, black gets a screen right there. Sometimes it's a better screen if I let it fire it. I don't even have to work, that's just a nice, like, it's Scotty, boom. You let that screen hit right there, you get Scotty. And then there's the fucking player. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Has to fucking start lock in, now lock in, because, you know, they want to fucking add shit down there and shit. Alright, well, we're gonna end the day, bro. We gotta go get some dinner and shit. I'll be back on tonight for one more stream for season 1. Hold out the fucking playbook sadly like a fucking drone, bro. A fucking drone ass playbook. Yeah, I'll be on tonight, man. Shout out to that for that one gift that he dropped. Appreciate it. Y'all boys from like on the way out, and yeah, you already know this from the get better folks, man.
I wish somebody would have told me.
Activate your glow with Unique Moisture Surge Active Glow Serum. 3 powerful actives help exfoliate, hydrate, and brighten for an instant and continuous glow. Dermatologist tested, it's safe for children.
Maybe you can tell me what I'm missing from my picture. Okay, like I say, I'm broadly speaking an ethical no to this. But say more about the consequences of that. What does that mean? I'm not sort of, I don't know, I always like to be a little bit agnostic about these things. You know,
Let's say that we've love and go be sleeping without you. It's a nightfall in our heads. Give me throw it all. Never get down. And then you pull the rug.
change, but I'm broadly attracted to this view that make ethical statements or pronouncements, essentially expressing emotions in each other. And so when I say that murder is wrong, I'm sort of expressing some kind of distaste, or I'm expressing something akin to saying, don't do that, which is just like a command. It doesn't have any truth value. It's not even subjectively true or false. It's just like a command or expression. And so if that's the case, then this sort of ethical talk is completely different to the picture that you're painting. And so,
not really. I can translate some of that into the picture I'm painting. Because again, it sounds like you say that it's just a statement about the way we feel or might feel.
Well, it's not. To be clear, it's not a statement about how we feel. It is the expression of the feeling. So the mistake that's often made with the motivism is when I say murder is wrong, I'm not saying something like I don't like murder or I feel bad towards murder, because that can be true and false. As we were discussing earlier, it can be true that I don't like murder. It's the expression of the dislike to the murder. So A, I famously has it as just going to murder. That's not something that has any kind of truth value. And
Blue doesn't, but you're granting that it is possible to not like murder, and that could be an objective state of a subjective system.
Yeah, that's no problem at all.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
And so I find myself in a world where I put my hand on a hot stove, and when I do, I go, I don't like that. And it's objectively true that I don't like that. Cool. And so I look around the world, and there are certain experiences that are going to make me suffer, and some that are not. And so I pick the ones that don't make me suffer because I prefer them. And that's it. And that's the story.
Okay, well, let's build from there. So that's you as the emotivist, picking and choosing in the space of possible experience. Would you grant that there are experiences you haven't had and you don't know what you're missing?
Yes, in terms of what I would, if experiencing those, subjectively enjoy. Sure.
Right. So, and it might be there are circumstances where there are experiences that are available to people and other conscious minds, but they're not available to you given how you are. Right? So you might not have the talent required to get there, or the genes required to get you there.
Absolutely. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, so the landscape of possible experience extends what you currently know or even can know. Okay? And that's true of every person.
Absolutely.
We're saying blue at each other in that context.
And this landscape we're talking about is a landscape of experiences, either possible or actual, which, if I were to experience them, I would go, yay. Okay, yes, great.
But the yay, the thumbs up and thumbs down, can be increasingly strident, right? I mean, like there's experiences that are so good.
Absolutely.
You'll have the experience of everything that's happened up to me, up to this moment in my life, it was comparatively worthless compared to this experience that I'm now having.
Sure.
And obviously the opposite is the case. So what do you make of the fact that these experiences exist, right? And they're radically different, and that there are right and wrong answers with respect to how to get from one to the other. It's not, you don't randomly get just hurled toward one or the other. So, at every level that we can understand ourselves scientifically, from the genome on up. So genetics and neuroscience and psychology and sociology, if that were actually a science, economic systems, everything, every contribution to a possible change in the character of our experience can be more or less well understood.
Absolutely. Yeah, no problem with that either.
So all those converging lines of fact-based discussion can be brought to bear on this navigation problem.
Yeah. So because I've got this subjective preference to reach this peak, I can use all of the scientific resources available to me to go and reach that peak.
Okay, now let me just add one other element to this, which is you've got your preference weights, such as they are now, you got the factory settings, but you didn't pick your parents, you didn't pick your genes, you didn't pick the factory, you didn't pick your culture and the world into which you were born, and you've just been tuned up by forces beyond your control. Now we have something like a completed science of the mind, and you can actually change your preferences. Right? And there's this additional question of whether that would be, whether you should do that, whether it would be a good thing to do, but good as measured by what?
Well, in my universe, we don't have terms like good yet. That hasn't entered.
So you'll just say boo differently if we change those weights, right?
So let's say like somebody offers me the opportunity to take a pill, and let's say that in this world I don't really like music that much,
Right.
so I don't really care for it, whatever. And I can take a pill that's suddenly going to turn me into this great music lover, where I'm going to experience this brand new joy. And although right now my preference isn't to enjoy music, so it doesn't seem to matter to me, I can change my preferences so that now this new pleasure opens up to me. I can experience it. What would I do? I'd look at that pill and I'd go, yeah, sounds great, awesome, and I'd take the pill just because I would prefer to have that preference. It's exactly what preference, right? But there's still no space here into which has entered a concept of moral prescription, goodness, of all. And I'm still just in this world where there are experiences I prefer, and I use my scientific analysis of the world to achieve those. And when something comes along that allows me to really radically improve that feeling of subjective preference, hell yeah, use all the science you can get to give you those pills.
Right.
Hi. Let me share my screen. Okay. They want a delectable squeeze out? I'm excited. You'll know. Deliciously delectable delectable squeeze out. What am I?
New era. Nothing new for you.
Isn't it nice when things are as good as gold? You know, when your PS5 is always nice and usual. Perfect. If dating matches always match there, well, hello. And all your friends ride right on. As for your investors, huh. Imagine if everything was as good as gold.
Airwick's cordless essential mist diffuser's perfectly portable fragrance is great for inviting friends too. It has a range of quick change.
But still no moral judgments here, right?
Well, there are potentially, but they might not be necessary. As long as you're going to concede that you might not know what you're missing, if you might not know how good life could be if you only made certain changes to yourself or to your thinking or to your culture, right? So we have a bunch of people like you who just don't want to talk about shoulds and oughts, right? And they never do. They just occasionally they say boo, but they don't think anything really hangs on it. And then if we, it could be an empirical fact about you and your or people like you that you're cognitively and emotionally and culturally and civilizationally closed to certain outcomes, which are available the moment you begin to play a little bit different.
I'm not sure why those would be correlated, because like this idea that there are experiences that are available to me that I don't even know what I'm missing. And that doesn't require me to believe in any concept of morality, because if you said to me,
I'm still just on the so again I'm bracketing morality, the judgmental elements of that term. For the purpose of this part of the conversation, I'm just saying that there's descriptively, we're in kind of in the descriptive value, still value-laden landscape of this feels much better than this over here, which I never want to taste or touch again, right?
firstly, just for clarity, I would say,
was like, hey, well, this year, you just see what your overall reaction is going to be. So when I before I got that film, that was some years ago. It was Man on the Street. From my generation, so it was a lot of opportunity. So being a part of BT, anything was a big deal. So I was excited that I was going to be this Man on the Street guy. The guy who was directing it, he wanted me to do it. He was still sketchy about it. So, you know, we had to get to it. And I was supposed to work that Saturday morning. And they said the producers want to go in a different direction. It was like the role that I thought I was at in Sweet. It just was like, this was like, in 24 hours. So I was in BET. I was like, they be on some bullshit. I was upset about that. And the next morning, I get a call from my manager, and he said, we got a call from the Spider-Man team. They want you to come to work. Right? And that was so crazy. And the crazy thing about it was the location where I was supposed to do the BET situation, it was literally right around the corner from the Spider-Man set. So I had to walk past the BET set, and niggas were looking at me like, did anybody tell them? Like I walked past, and Sam Raimi, he came up to me. He said, "Daniel, you're my favorite actor in New York. Well, you're the only actor I know in New York." And what they do is, I didn't know what I was going to do. He's got a stick right here with an X on it. He said, he tells you the situation. He said, "So Daniel, this is Toby, right?" He goes to the alley. He does like this to see your eyeline. He said, and he comes out as Spider-Man. He said, "What are you going to say?" And I just said, "Whoa, he stole God's pizza." And that was the improv line. And he kept it. And the rest of the day, that's all he kept saying with the rest of that. So it just worked. It's funny how one situation got shut down and it opened up. He stole that guy's pizza. Ta-da. He stole that guy's pizza. He stole that guy's pizza.
I wish somebody would have told me.
Subjective value. These
Well,
are
it's
subjectively
subjective.
valid.
These are objective facts about conscious system.
Objective facts about how to best achieve what one subjectively values.
Yeah, but that doesn't that turn doesn't do anything inflationary to me. It's just there are certain things that only exist as appearances in consciousness. Right? That is their ontological status.
Ontological.
Even if we could later correlate them with other states of the physics of things, it's just you can't conceptually reduce them. You can't. There's no the there is as conscious experiences, right? And I would say consciousness itself is one of those things. Because the only evidence for consciousness in this universe is as consciousness, right? It's like there's no evidence in a brain that consciousness is a thing, right?
Okay. So is there something from this picture that we've been painting so far, where I've started in a world? I don't know why I'm imagining like on a desert island. Like we're starting from scratch, you know, like the opening Minecraft game or something. I'm just here in this world. There are things I prefer and things that I don't, and I start to learn scientifically through observation which things are going to get me what I want, which things aren't. I start acting in accordance. Then we all get together, and because it's going to be good for me if I work with this person, we work together and we start developing and make this hill, and then somebody comes over on a boat and says, "Hey, there's this great thing that you don't even know that you're missing, you know, give it a go." And I'm so open-minded that I'm like, "Yeah, it sounds awesome, man," and the pleasure's increasing and increasing all the time. And again, like, the end, you know, end scene, story's over, that's the picture for me.
Right.
What, because if it is the case that there are in fact moral values in the world, like, there is this thing called objective moral truth. The picture I've just painted, as far as I can see, doesn't contain it. So, what's wrong about that picture? Where's it gone wrong?
No, the more we fill in the blank spots in that picture, the more I think we get everything we could conceivably want by any talk about right and wrong, good and evil. So I mean, just give yourself a desert island and maybe, you know, add another person. So you're Adam and Eve, right? And you're building the world anew, and then the question is again, it's just two of you, and you have a navigation problem even there, right? And you would even have a navigation problem alone, but let's make it a little more complex. So there's two of you, and now the question is, how can you live so as to maximize everything that would be rewarding, good, yum yum. I want more of that.
Yeah, that is what they would in fact be doing. But there would be no.
Yeah, but again, the crucial thing to admit is that there are right and wrong answers. That there are very real and very different possibilities in the space of all possible experience. They can be actualized. There's some they couldn't possibly get to in a normal human lifespan because two people just not enough to get you those things, right? But there's a range of right and more wrong answers open to them as to how to maximize what I'm calling their well-being, right? And the first answer is, they could both pick up large rocks and start smashing each other in the face, right? And that would be a bad answer to this. It's a possible answer. It'll give them some immediate feedback as to what life is like when you do that.
The wrong way to get that well.
Wrong way, and it just closes the door to other kinds of collaboration that we know are going to be objectively better.
Yeah.
Better means navigating away from the worst possible misery for everyone and towards something, or in your emotivist terms, fewer booze and more yums. Just getting the character of experience will change, and will change by virtue of whatever laws of nature underwrite the character of conscious experience, right? And again, we can understand those laws at every level that we attempt to understand anything, from genetics on.
I'm speaking at a conference in Atlanta, Georgia this June. The conference is called Level Up, and it covers a wide range of topics, including philosophy, society, culture, art, and self-improvement. It's taking place between the 19th and 22nd of June 2024 in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm going to be in conversation with Craig Fiddle about morality. If you're interested in the conversation about ethics, is it objective, as Craig thinks, or is my emotivist framework a better picture of what ethics is all about? And this might be the event for you. You can get your tickets at levelupconferences.org. I'm excited not just to speak at this conference, but also to be in attendance. There are lots of other speakers, including
Ayan Hershiali.
Ayan Hershiali. Maybe you can tell me what I'm missing from my picture. Okay. Like I say, I'm broadly speaking an ethical and motive. Tell me what I'm missing from my picture. Maybe you can tell me what I'm missing from my picture. Okay. Like I say, I'm broadly speaking an ethical and motivist.
But say more about the consequences of that. What does that mean?
I'm not sort of, I don't know, I always like to be a little bit agnostic about these things, open to change and all that, but I'm broadly attracted to this view that when we make ethical statements or pronouncements, we're essentially just expressing emotions of each other. And so when I say that murder is wrong, I'm sort of expressing some kind of distaste, or I'm expressing something akin to saying, don't do that, which is just like a command. It doesn't have any truth value. It's not even subjectively true or false. It's just like a command or an expression. And so if that's the case, then this sort of ethical thought is completely different to the picture that you're painting. And so,
no, not really. I can translate some of that into the picture I'm painting. But again, it sounds like to say that it's just a statement about the way we feel or might feel.
Well, it's not. To be clear, it's not a statement about how we feel. It is the expression of the feeling. So the mistake that's often made with the motivism is when I say murder is wrong, I'm not saying something like I don't like murder or I feel bad towards murder, because that can be true and false. As we were discussing earlier, it can be true that I don't like murder. It's the expression of the dislike to the murder. So I famously have it as just going to murder. That's.
a screen that doubles in size?
Sim Nation has broken. Sim Nation has broken. It has broken me. I'm not even gonna lie. I made my post the other day on.
I wish somebody would have told me. Oh, somebody would have told me. These would be the good days.
YouTube. Then I end up taking it to Twitter. I'm gonna show y'all the replies on that tweet because it went crazy. Because Sim Nation has to be the most toxic community in the 2K community. You live like literally. There is no talking straightforward to you. Like there is no nothing. No nothing. If you don't know why, you're actually upset. Because the latest patch has made leaner three-pointers almost impossible. Like I don't understand how we watch Curry or like watch so many good three-pointers over here kill them, and then in game it's nearly impossible to make a three-point leaner without like cheating. Without cheating, it's almost impossible. And you get the ball dropped every other play now. You can't even pressure right out of those things without dropping the ball half the dang time now. So let's review actually what Sim Nation got to say. Let's just actually pull it up on my screen real quick. So if you remember yesterday, I literally showed on yesterday, maybe 2 days ago. You remember maybe yesterday? Yesterday, I'll mute this part. But like yesterday, where I literally got a clean crab. As you can see, I passed the Dr. J. I passed it, look. I passed it, look, and I get stolen. And I am in this play. And literally, he goes the wrong direction. I'm in front of him at that point. And I literally just dropped the ball anyway. Like, I dropped the ball. And let's not even go on the fact, I had to post another video yesterday about leaners too. About leaners now being terrible. Leaners are actually awful. And I posted some actually footage of NBA players making leaners. Like, you literally to make leaners in this game, you have to literally do this. You literally gotta like, you gotta literally just do this. You have to literally just stop and then shoot. Like, you literally can't just lean. Like you literally can't lean. It's so dumb. It's like so dumb now. It's like so dumb. It's so dumb. Like J.R. Smith used to make a career taking moving shots like that, and you can't even replicate that in the game. You literally can't. In video games, and people think this bad is okay. I'm not saying leaders should have stayed the way they are, but like, come on. I'm gonna read these comments. These comments trigger me. Look at my comments. I got over 261 replies. Twitter has broke me. My phone was blowing up so hard at Sim Nation. Stop listening to Sim Nation. Like, let's read. I would love to see you dribble from one side of the court to the other. People don't understand. What is wrong with spamming the animation? Like, it's not IRL basketball. This game is so far from being from IRL basketball. Why did we go from an arcade game to literally straight up we want to be a normal basketball game? They wouldn't even added Scotty behind the back. That's not realistic either. So how far does Sim Nation want to take it? So Scotty behind the back isn't realistic. Curry links the way Curry can actually slide it isn't fully. So 2K knows they add arcade things. It just feels weird right now. The gameplay just feels weird. It's literally art. It's like arcade stuff in it. Now we want to try to be sim. It's like weird. Let's read that. He was not behind you though. He was on the side of you. It's like, no, he's not. He's clearly behind me. He's clearly behind me. He just snatched the ball anyway. If in minimum at anything, it's a foul. Because his hand's right there. Let's assume he hits him, right? That will be a foul on his hand. Right? Like that would be a foul. It should be a skill gap dribbling. You shouldn't be able to just spam the same dribble. See, I learned from literally Sim Nation. They literally don't want like literally Sim Nation literally would rather. I mean, y'all can't even see that. My apologies. Sim Nation will literally want this game to be dirty. Like they want this game to be absolutely just straight no offense. Like they don't want offense to exist. They just don't. You're not supposed. You're not supposed to wait. You're not supposed to crab idiots. Stop trying to exploit the game. Let's see. Let's see. And him holding the middle finger. Okay. Okay. You're dribbling into people so at crab you people crab in front of me. There's no such thing as a perfect crab. You're an idiot that likes a cheese move. Crab has been in the game for like 10 years. So is crabs always been broken? Is it always been cheese? Every 2K been cheese? Like how far
press X.
are you
Look at
going
this.
to take it? Honestly,
Bro, I
how
didn't
far are
even
you going
press
to go
X
with
on
it?
this.
Relieve skin in 60 seconds with Aveeno Skin Relief with soothing triple oat complex and 72-hour hydration.
Attorney Lloyd Baker knows how you feel. Lloyd Baker's a fighter, 30 is in the fight. He knocks down big insurance with all his might. Baker wins for his clients, he knows the game. Attorney Lloyd Baker, light up the flame. Built to win, Baker wins. Built to win, BakerWins.com.
Our 200 reply. And based on the replies, y'all don't know what the freak y'all talking about. I like Mike Wayne. Stop listening to those folks. I cannot make a leaner. I'm literally going to show some footage of the NBA, a few footage of players making leaners, literally. But imagine if J.R. Smith and Curry had to stop and had to shoot first before they got those shots off. Because that is the only way to make a leaner or even to actually score in the game. You can't shoot a leaner in this game. So please, Mike Wayne, stop listening to Sim Nation.
Huh? What? All right.
You have to edit them together or they edit them by themselves? I don't know, but it's easy. What could you do? How did
I'm trying to restart it. I want you to see it until I started.
That's crazy. That's fucking insane. Make the back of your head right.
I don't know. I'm about to have him do a rehab, little just right clip, and then I'm gonna come back when the MVP. And I already got the clip winning the chip. Yeah,
you gotta tell them what jersey you want to be in and everything.
Well, sometimes they keep putting me in 44, so that's why I saw number 25.
Why are you number 25? That's Valencia's
Well,
number.
I did pick that, but that was the one the draft put me in, so I just.
Are you number 3? Was number 3 a lot? Or you were 5 in Fairfax.
I was 5 and 25. I used to pick that, but no, they just put me in 25 in the draft one.
What would be like if you had a go-to number?
These days, I fucking don't know. Like
High school,
high school, I was 5. With Spartans, I was 25. Honestly, I wouldn't care. Look at this shit. I wouldn't need to talk though.
Don't want to talk.
Not in this. But you could like mute the video. See, this is good right here. This one right here was a good ass clip, but they got me a fucking 44. You think they'll notice if I just add the clip?
With who?
With whoever I sent it to.
No,
and this one was good too. What these fucking put these bangs on me? What the fuck, man? You know.
And you show Screaming Andre or Akira?
Well, I showed them like I showed IC random ones, pretending that they were real. But no, I said that was real first.
What did she thought it was real?
She thought it was a real player.
Not even the NBA. Oh,
no, I showed her just random guys.
Oh.
But no, I haven't showed anybody any of this shit. Look, yeah. I know. It's weird too because when I get drafted, I look all little. I might have to make a new one for that.
Yeah, like make it Adam Silver draft and
maybe sometimes it'll do copyright though. Let me show you what I'm saying. Well, it does that a lot, but then you keep doing it eventually. Not copyright, content restrictions.
I wish somebody would have told me.
These al fresco and make a weekday like a weekend. Fireball, today we turkey.
Want to see a magic trick? Prepare to be amazed like never before. You mean us? Are you in or are you out? I don't know.
Has it always been broken? I've never seen someone grab in front of someone. The only way to grab someone is that they go over the screen. You can't even shoot a stance. So he jumps to your left side, you still cross that. Perfect grab. Get your right side open. Bro, did you still think you could just burst to the rim like a crazy man? Or oh yeah, I should just is that fun? Do y'all want me to just rim run every play? Is that what they want? Is that what people literally want? Just me rim running everybody. It's based off Twitter. That's just what it sounds like. They want us rim running. Dead cry, baby. So average 20-year run. I would probably beat you. I'm probably better than 99% of y'all. Like Brad did it. Cry more. It's like all people say for crying. You could literally, and with face, it is dang near impossible for everyone face now. It is dead basically. Like you're just not making it anymore. It's not even a green window. And I'm shooting it for. I showed the clips of people making it fully contested. Yeah, we're fully open. You can't even make that. You don't even have a chance to make it no more. That's how you know the game's in a good spot when people who need exploits to be good are complaining. Holy taps are actually here. Oh God, actually we're ahead of our schedule. Blaming Sunday. You literally see, based on y'all comments here, I'm blaming Sundation for this. For this dark. Stop sizing up into people. Where was I sizing up into people? Where? He went the wrong direction. Are people just blind? I mean, he went the wrong direction. Right here. He went the wrong direction. And I literally got him before I actually got him. I literally got him. So what the freak are you talking about? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
That never satisfied with the game, no matter. So what's the point? Just don't play. They can play when the game first came out about defense. No, we never did. Never got a single person. Not in the park. There was no one in my team really complaining about slices. I don't think anyone will see what complaining about it. Maybe the park side or Sim Nation, which are the only people that cry about everything. They don't want no offense in the game. They literally would rather no. I hate Sim Nation though, because like, should travel thing be called? Because technically, that's not Sim. Should all the other things be called? Like, does the NBA don't call travel half the same time? So do they not want them called? Like, there's so many things that shouldn't be called technically. If they want to be fully Sim. Oh gosh, Rolo had a schedule. Doing it crab is not real. Yeah, crabbing something is not real. All year, so many kids cheat. I have learned that crabbing is an exploit. I find that to be amazing. All the nerds that never touched basketball ever met is only bad because crabbing in the game forever is possibly get better. You drill right into them. Bro, fake this is a fighting game. You drill into someone's leg and both so that's IRL. First had a dude on the left, dribble to the left when he could have, because I was in front of him, you moron. And, like, literally. And he also will tell you, pass the freaking ball. Pass, like, it's like, people are against reality. Like, boy, you dribbling right into, why would you cross over all the cheesers after pass? Apparently, his cheese, bro, dribble right at one dribble move. Mine got his handles 70 talking like this. I also like that you dribble right into the first team's fine, and then you dribble. It's like, man, to Mike Lang, please don't listen to these people. They don't have a clue what they're talking about. Please stop listening to these people. Mike Lang, you literally said it. I saw on a post. You said you see everything. Well, please don't see everything. Don't listen to these people. Maybe on Reddit too, almost. If there's some nation people over there, don't listen to them either. They don't know a clue what the freak they're talking about. So it's just some nation has literally broken. They have literally gone against reality. They have gone against like y'all the play simple offense, y'all hate it. Simple offense, bro. So rim running. That's the offense y'all want to play. That's the fun game you want. In 2K25 2.0 with the worst version. That's what the game currently is, the worst version of 2K25. Like what are we doing? What are we doing? It's like crabs ain't real. Like I just know these guys wouldn't want behind the back, wouldn't want first slot because they're not actually full blown realistic. Like I just already know they wouldn't want any of that in the game. They wouldn't want any of it. I do a perfect cheese move, now I'm getting punched for unfair. Yeah, if my defender runs in front of me, I grab him perfectly, and now it's called cheese. I had no issue. He was on spamming it, but I guess the nation has problems with it. I'm trying to grab Carlo, grab this exploit, stop escaping. It's just, yeah, I had to deal with 200 comments of this. 200 comments. Sound like he works at Weenie Nut Jr. Hut Jr. Well, he did dribble into the defender. Like, you know, I am just literally put the ball into his hip. Weave, okay, dribble into the defender. Game is trash. Why do people call this game bad? I'll tell you, this community goes great. Okay. But yeah, that is basically what it's been going. Basically, how it's been going. It's sad that, you know, that they have broke me. We're not going to get a good game. It's here in a minute. We're not going to get a good game. It's sad. We're just not. The gameplay is going to keep falling off the cliff because Mike Lane's listening to the wrong people, and we're going to just fall off the cliff. So, yeah, sadly, it's just the game we got, and they're just going to burn to the ground. So, shout out to Sim Nation, and they say the most rudest things to you, it is like they're toxic. It is toxic. But I'm going to say y'all the next MyTeam video. Give me a It's your boy Warlow back with another MyTeam video. And we get back Johnson, I bet it's going to be way better than our free time. I'm making a prediction right now because we have to refresh it. It's going to be LeBron and Westbrook. You heard it first, heard it quick. It's going to be LeBron and Westbrook. I have a feeling about it. Westbrook just signed with the Sacramento Kings. He's in good faith with them. So
I'm predicting that it's going to be Westbrook or LeBron. So let's see if it's right. Let's see it right now. Benji's right next to me, begging for treats. We're seeing it. We're seeing we get it right. Let's see. Umbrella. Pink Diamond, Devin Booker. Y'all patch fades, man. Y'all patch fades. I don't know how to feel about like what I'm supposed to do with Booker, man. To do with Booker. I might have LaMelo. Am I wrong? I don't got no more. I only got no more. But literally, Benji, what am I supposed to do with Devin Booker? I want to be excited right now. Don't get it twisted. I want to be. But y'all pass fade. What am I supposed to do with Booker? The BT Conler, she got a troll release for some reason. It's gonna be, I think he's actually 62 or 60. He has the shooting guard position. Like, I don't know. Will got a 33 pointer. 30, 33 ball. Like, this drop is mid. Like, this drop is, I'm so disappointed. Like, I don't know what's worse, the free content or the content in the game, honestly. I don't know what's worse. I'm just being honest with my brother. Okay, so my brother, the cop turned. But we were watching TikTok. I just don't know. They're dropping this bump. Will, nobody wants this bump with an 39 three-pointer and 89 speed. There's no reason to run this Will Smart. Why use this Will Chamberlain? We already got Shaq in the game. We already got Shaq. I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated now. Yeah, like y'all just dropped a Dwight Howard like his Opal card. Make a hidden gem, Will Chamberlain. That's not like this card stinks. I'm sorry. Will is so doo-doo place. He's garbage. He sucks. Like this card doesn't run. Like, like, what am I supposed to do? Like, I just don't know. Someone said, crazy step back, aggressive crawl, good floater, 6'6" defense, 6'6" defense. Pokemon has that good defense. I'm not that excited for Devin Booker. I would have been really excited for Devin Booker patch, but after patch, I'm not really that excited about Devin Booker. He might be good at 6'6", and I just love the fact he gets 6'6" point guard. It just is he? I don't think he's better than SGA. Locked in if you got SGA. Personally speaking, I don't think he's better. I'm just being honest with you. I don't. So Me, I'm not really caring at all about that book. Okay, I don't think it'd be much better than Michael Carter Williams. I think Michael Carter Williams offers you more value than Devin Booker. Call me crazy. I just personally believe that. I personally believe that. But next up, we got is Wilt Chamberlain.
Chamberlain?
We got Wilt. Wilt right now is, like I said, Wilt sucks. So I have enough weight for Wilt. Wilt is an absolute garbage man. He has literally barely only 5 defensive edges. I mean, we're gonna get Chris Bosh. Why not just let Chris Bosh at center? Why would you want this guard?
Ty's boosted for makeup stains. It's cleaner, whiter, brighter, and fresher.
I shop for a lot of the same things. That's why I like Pays, the online checkout from the same banks and credit unions we already use.
No app to download, same timeless taste. Nice. Check out online with Pays.
Try gummy vitamins from Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
As long as we have each other, anything is possible. We touch our happy place. Join the 70th celebration at the happiest place on earth.
This motherfucking ass bitch.
Like, who is this card actually for? Like, I don't know. It's just a waste of a spot. And then we get Nevesia Colliner. It's like she's just wasting a big diamond spot for nothing. It's just so stupid. WNBA players just go. Or just let her play out of position. Like, what am I supposed to do with a Nevesia Colliner that is 6'1" at the small forward position? Who is that actually 6'1"? I thought he was 6'3". I gave her too much credit. What is he for? Rainmakers with Will, honestly, is truly that is literally true. Literally true. The only guard here I see in this drop that I actually like is Jaren Jackson. Jaren Jackson's gonna be actually amazing. one of our best diamond hitting gyms in his set. He's actually going to be actually incredible. Like his card's he's gonna be incredible. He's gonna be incredible. He has elite stats. I love the Jerry Jackson crazy card. I always got normal. He has a good release, good leaner. Like Darren's gonna be good. Tyler Hero up next. Tyler Hero here. Yeah, okay. 58 defense though. Tyler Hero play one card. 6'5" point guard. Tyler Hero stand up, 30 stand up. 50 is your attack though. This card is guard. I don't even dislike Tyler Hero last year. He's got his mind back, which I do like a lot, but Kobe crossover combos. I just don't like this drop whatsoever. Booker is cool and all that. Booker is cool. I'm not gonna lie, Booker is just cool, but like I said, the gap between a Booker and Michael Carter Williams has fell tremendously. I think they're both on the same level almost because of what their patch is. Their patch did not ruin the freaking game. I would have Devin Booker way up there as one of the best point guards. But pre-patch, I don't see Devin Booker being anything that special or anything to get over. I know he has good aggressive, I heard, but there's nothing that special about Devin Booker really to be justifying him going up, like to be justifying this card as this crazy card. Like I'm sorry, he does not. Call me one LaMelo Ball. I'll be more excited to see LaMelo than it is to see Booker. They should have dropped LaMelo, but I don't know. I'm not really. Jaren Jackson, he's gonna be an amazing diamond card. You can get Jaren Jackson on your team. He's gonna be really good. I'm not gonna don't get that twisted. The card should be really, really, really good. Just act like Wilk just doesn't exist. I don't know who Wilk's for, honestly. I really don't know who Wilk's for, honestly. I really don't know. Like Wilk just seems like a waste of time, a waste of freaking time. But yeah, I just think he's a leader. It doesn't really matter if he has a leader. Like him having a leader doesn't even matter. The leaders don't really do much anyway from the 3-1 line, so it's not even that big of a deal. So yeah, I want to be excited about the drop tomorrow, but since the patch has taken so much joy away from players, like I would have been so mad about not getting Booker tomorrow. Instead, I just don't even care. And Will Chamberlain is so outdated that I don't even know why he's dropped. I want to see. I want to compare Wilt to Shaq real quick. Like seriously, I like Wilt's player model a lot. I like his player. I personally think he's a good player, but nobody's using a 33-pointer set. Like no one's using that. Like it's just not playing. Same 3-pointer. Shaq is way better. Why would I use Wilt over Shaq? I'm just saying. Why would you use Will Chamberlain over Shaquille O'Neal even if you got an inside? They both can't shoot anyway. Like, I don't know. I don't like anything in this drop personally. I think this drop is mid for the beginning of the season, especially after we just got Kawhi. But like I said, I'm just really perplexed, really disappointed. Like, why couldn't we get Magic today? Why couldn't we get Kareem today? Why couldn't we get so many more players today? Why do we have to get a Will with a 33-pointer? Like, that's doing something for me. I don't care about. We got Jack Stigma. I guess I'll be saving my MC for Wemby. Halloween is around the corner. I guess I'll be stacking the MC up. I don't know. I don't know what's working for you guys and Stack Johnson. I'm not excited for either one. But, so, yeah, maybe Jaren Jackson on my team. But that doesn't. It's just Jaren Jackson. It's probably the best card from the drop. So, definitely recommend him. If you get Booker, he's a B-tier level point guard this stage. It's just what it is with the fact that unless they revert it one day, but that ain't gonna happen. So, yeah, that's drop. That is the drop. But I'm gonna see y'all in the next MyTeam video. Real quick, does Booker just have a stand up? I don't think he does. Look, I'll have a stand up. I don't think he does. He has a 25. Whatever. See you on the next MyTeam video. You give me
Thank you.
It's your boy Marlo back with another MyTeam video. And we're going to do some gameplay with Michael Porter. Now, 2K did nerf actually, they nerfed the leaders like we said last time. So, Michael Porter should be nice. I think I'm going to imagine he's 6'10", It is the cheapest I've seen them for was 136K. I was bidding 250K. Like not that long ago, I was like bidding 100. I saw for cheap. I'm like, I'll take my chances. I personally think it's a good price tag. I want to use them, and you never know. He could be in a set next week, and we get rich. So I mean, hey, why not? Why not use Michael Porter? I know it's defensive stats. He doesn't need defensive badges. He does need brick wall challenger. Probably could use a move. Probably could give him almost a game roller, pick dodger. Those are the main backs you're going to want to give him. But the thing about Michael Porter, though, is that jumper. Or the thing is, he's a podcaster, too. Don't forget it, Michael Porter. Okay, the legend podcaster. So Michael Porter has a elite jumper. His jumper is absolutely elite in this game. Absolutely elite. Absolutely elite in this game. It is so fodder, so easy to time, and especially off the rhythm. It is even easier. It is even easier. It is so quick. The only thing that's been bad with my quarter is leaner sucks. But leaners aren't that important in this game, so who cares if your leaner sucks anymore? Your leaner's not that important anyway. So yeah, we're gonna hop into the gameplay with this car. I think Michael Porter's gonna absolutely cook Mr. Podcast Man. He's gonna absolutely cook, and he's gonna be so good, honestly. He's gonna be so great. He's gonna be so good. So let's hop into the gameplay with Michael Porter Jr. So let's hop right into it, baby. Okay, so let's go, MPJ, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, Michael Porter. Oh, my goodness. Michael Porter, that green? Oh, I thought that was green. That was great timing, though. It is deep. It is a deep three-pointer, especially to kick off the game. That was just really deep. I don't know why this one looks so weird. Maybe that's just me. Is my camera right there? I'm just in my head. I might be just in my head. No, I'm just in my head. None of the camera's right. The camera's right. I'm just in my own head. Okay, I'm just in my own head. Michael Porter, that should be great. Yo. Okay, I don't know what I'm shooting right now. I can't lie. I'm shooting some bad shots. I'm shooting some dumb shots. I am shooting some really dumb shots. Okay, good defense. Good defense. It's in 1 minutes. Like I said, it's gonna be difficult to badge him up. So come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, Jack Sigma. Hey. Okay, come on, baby. Come on, Michael Porter. Come on. Oh, Michael Porter, crazy. Let's go, Michael Porter. Let's freaking go, my MPJ. Come on, baby. I'm gonna like my backup small forward. Yeah, look at Michael Porter. Okay, Michael Porter playing that defense. Oh my God. We got. Good defense. Probably gonna make cuts to the paint. He's probably gonna try to go for a dunk. I mean, you can give him the leaner up a little bit. Oh my God. I gotta learn to get behind the screen, man. I am so bad when it gets to actually getting through the screen.